Hello everybody. Today, I'm going to introduce about 3D viewer program called OPR3D. OPR3D has very powerful functions like model comparing, powerful section work, dimensioning and documenting, also reading variety of 3D CAD and analyze its shape. It can maximize the efficiency of the work of all subsequent processes in this program. Now, sharing data between departments, as well as the production of tasks, can be handled completely by OPR3D. When you look at the screen layout of OPR3D, all features can see at a glance. So, very convenient and easy to use for beginners, and just check the working directory, and can be opened immediately by built-in File Explorer. Moreover, it can be possible that connected to server, and online work use a network shared folder or FTP. Next, I am going to show you a reading function. In OPR3D, reads all kind of 3D data and 2D data without converting, and reading file is faster than any other 3D CAD software. Now, we will look at the readable file format. First, 3D part has include CATIA, IGES, Pro-E, Solid Edge, SolidWorks, Inventor. Step, IGES, and Parasolid, which are compatibility between 3D CAD files. And feature extraction file like DIT, CGR. These all can be readable. Also can read 2D part that CAD drawing of CATIA, 2D PRT of IGES, DWG, DFX for AutoCAD. And CGM, HPGL, PLT, which are output-only files. Especially, when save and use as OPR3D, that is own file format, it can be compress file size more than 95%, and prevent the loss of 3D and 2D data source, and security can also have the effect of strengthening, because the origin file is not deployed. In addition, the property of the shape and work is both compressed and stored. For instance, when you save a 520 megabytes file of press mold with width and height, 2 meter multiplied by 4 meter, you can make it 10 megabytes of compressed file as own file format of OPR3D, with spending 7 seconds of saving time. Excellent compression rate makes files smaller, and give you efficient file management as well as distribution through email or via internet. Opening time via OPR3D's own file format is faster from 2 minutes to 2 seconds than origin. Now, I'm going to open file. In OPR3D, it can be possible that other file extensions are also open at the same time or added. 3D file conversion is possible without adding extra options. It is converted to step, IGES, Parasolid and 3D PDF by using export icon, and convert multiple files at the same time are also available. Load the model in the Model Explorer. Property appears in left side automatically. Plus button that indicates the sub-attributes. You can easily shape on-off using check button. And model is previewed in a separate pop-up windows. The task is easy when you move mouse cursor on the model tree. You can see the ISO view and front view of shape with view icon. And wireframe status, hidden line removal, shading status including edge line. Shape reflection and shadow effect you can also see selectively. Size and location of the shape can see at a glance in front view by using grid features. In this case, the grid spacing can be adjusted to grid option. In many parts assembled shape, select part that you want and image to copy. Various forms can be utilized in the document. At this point, the background will change to widescreen automatically. It can be easily checked cross-section and color can be changed by clipping view. And dimensioning is available in clipping view status. Also, clipping view can be modified when you finish the work. Copy image is also available in the current status. And variety clipping view can be set. Check the part of the shape is available in pop-up windows separately by using Detail View of the Model Explorer. The shapes shown in the windows and can be worked individually when you double-click pop-up. In addition, all or part of the shape as you want by setting the transparent. Assembly may easily see the inside using the transparency setting function. Bound box that measure the outside dimensions of the shape at a time can be checked horizontal, vertical, height values at once, if you select to measure the dimensions shape. Analysis values are measured, can be attached to a document to copy. And you can copy the pictures of the shape that has been measured. The use of the document is available. This time, I will measure the weight of the shape that is often used in the sales department. To select the shape to be measured, and only enter the specific gravity and thickness values, anyone can get the weight of shape easily. Moreover, although it is possible not only the weight, but also confirmation of the center point of the weight, it can be checked simply by selecting the shape. Next, menu to introduce this time, is the dimension. "3D dimensions can be used to check the X, Y, Z coordinates of the origin reference. You can select the exact location easily, because it automatically recognizes the feature points of shape. It can also be used to reference coordinate function, to check the X, Y, Z coordinate values around the shaft that is randomly generated. Now, check the reference coordinate to create arbitrarily axis. The name of the reference axis is also displayed along the value dimension of reference coordinate. Next, along X, Y, Z, which is capable of measuring the shapes such as 2D in the 3D. First, it is also possible to measure the distance in the X-axis direction with along X. It is expressed by arranging the vertical and horizontal dimension values. I measure the distance value of the Y-axis direction in along Y. Next, I am going to calculate the diameter and radius of the arc and circle. It can be easily measured when you just click the arc and circle that you want to obtain radius or diameter. Next is angle feature that can be measured plane and draft angle. You can see the X, Y, Z axis of the 3D space, the angle between the planes selected by using the draft angle. You can check the angle of the Z axis. The following is the value of the thickness. You can see immediately the wall thickness of the shape by simply selecting solid shape. Next, I am going to introduce the feature of the hole depth which can be examined at once. Simply select one side of circle. The hole depth values can be attained automatically. In addition, to the depth of the step portion is displayed. The following is a multi-hole coordinate function that will display on the screen at one time the information of multiple holes. Select the solid and surface measurement, and then enter the range of diameter. You can select whether to display the information anywhere on the screen, and you can express name, diameter and the coordinate values. Now, I select the name and coordinate. First, select the export of coordinate values and choose the format you want. Second, specify the location to be stored file. Finally, you can also enter the name, if you save it as a text document. Let's press the Create button. You can see that it can be confirmed that the information of holes within the range that the input is displayed on the screen. It is stored in a text document. You can check by color changes before and after the change of data by using Model Compare feature. First of all, I will open data before and after the change at the same time on the screen. If you look at the Model Explorer, you can see that the data of both are open at the same time. Set the color. Press the Compare button. You will see the change parts are color-coded. The shape that has shown change parts, you can check the size easily. The next step, I create a new axis and change the origin of the shape using the axis. Make a vertical axis of the plane, and movement. It is also possible to position any axis made. This setting can be made for new origin easily, just select the axis that has been moved. Especially, it is possible to change the reference axis of the shape that is inclined to set a new direction of origin and shape. Next, let's look at the work of the cross-section. That is one of the major advantages of OPR3D. Cross-section methods are different, but let's look at the cross-section that is used more commonly. This can be easily performed work by using the virtual plane. First, it is possible for a fixed reference plane you move the axis of the virtual to do the cross-section continuously while moving freely. Enter the coordinate values to the origin of the cross-section, and the operation of the cross-section at that position is possible. The following creates multiple isometric cut surface of the cross-section of regular intervals. If you enter the number and spacing of the required cutting surface, you can see that the cross-section of the intervals is generated. In the management window of the cross-section, it can be confirmed section you have selected and tasks such as measure dimensions. In addition, you can also save as DWG, DXF, IGES file a cross-section. And, it is also possible to project the 2D at once a selected cross-section or all. At this time, The creation of car line is also available automatically. In the function of cross-section, OPR3D simply select the curve, it will create a vertical cross-section automatically. In addition, it is possible not only the primary surface, make sure the section a few simple next, to observe in more detail the shape and apply it to real business. This time, I will introduce the ability which is 3D shape to use in 2D, and that is a great advantage of OPR3D. You can be in 2D shape a three-dimensional shape of the projection command 2D view. At this time, you can create all at once plan view, front view, as well as side view, the car lineup in the shape of each by using three-angle methods. Shape that made by 2D is capable of working with 2D CATIA by converting to DWG. Next, try a simple operation to read a 2D file. There are also available without converting the file to open dimensioning and annotation capabilities the following files such as CAD drawing for CATIA V5 2D and PRT file for UG 2D. You can output 1:1 scale and is possible to print and plotter, to be confirmed by the preview. File conversion function can be utilized to convert DWG, DXF, PDF, to a 2D drawing that you worked CATIA or UGNX. Finally, I'll tell the effects of the introduction OPR3D. First, the investment cost is maximized. From UG and CATIA one person when you have invested the same cost to use, if you switch to OPR3D, 15 people is available, you can see the effect of more than 15 times at least. The second is a rapid application of the work. OPR3D is a product with high utility rate, and it can be applied to business immediately, when you finish basic education for just 2 hours. Finally, it is a 3D and 2D view product that developed in domestic, improved performance and additional features are supported rapidly.